Okay, let's dive in. April 13th, 2025. That date should definitely be circled on your calendar.
Oh, yeah. That's The Last of Us Season 2 premiere on HBO. Big one.
Exactly. And honestly, after how huge season one was, you can't just walk into season two cold, right?
No way. It's like,
hmm
you need the context. You need to remember the journey.
That's precisely what we're doing here. This is our deep dive into that first season. You know, the one that blew everyone away back in early 2023? January to March, wasn't it?
Yep. Think of this as your essential prep. We're going to unpack Season 1, looking at the characters, the big moments, the feeling of it all, based on the source material we've got.
Right, setting the stage. So you're not just watching season two, you're really getting it.
Exactly. Understanding the foundation.
Okay, quick refresher for anyone maybe needing it. The Last of Us throws us into this, well, bleak version of the U.S.
Post-apocalyptic. It's 20 years after this mutated cordyceps fungus just ram rampant.
Yeah, turning people into these terrifying infected creatures. Basically, society just crumbled.
And Season 1, the one we're talking about, is based directly on that landmark 2013 video game, The Last of Us.
At its absolute core, it's about this one mission. Joel, played by Pedro Pascal.
Who was just incredible in the role.
Totally. He's this hardened survivor, smuggler, and he gets this job, escort Ellie, who's this teenager immune to the infection, all the way across the country.
An impossible task, pretty much. Yeah. Through this landscape filled with infected and honestly equally dangerous humans.
You could tell right away this production was something else. Just the scale of it.
Definitely not your average show. Wasn't it one of the most expensive series ever shot in Canada? Alberta, specifically?
Yeah, they filmed for nearly a whole year, July 21 to June 22. Huge undertaking.
And having Neil Druckmann, the guy who, created the game.
Right, involved in writing and directing alongside Craig Mazin, that was key.
It really showed. They struck this amazing balance, honoring the game but making it work so well for TV.
And the music. Gustavo Santaolalla, back from the games.
Oh, that score is iconic. Collaborating with David Fleming, right. It's like, its own character. Haunted.
Yeah, the critics, they absolutely loved it. Across the board, pretty much.
Yeah, the praise was huge. Performances, the writing, the look of it. That production design was stunning.
So believable. And the score, like you said. People were calling it maybe the best video game adaptation ever.
And the awards buzz back that up. What was it, 24 Emmy nominations?
24. And 3 Golden Globes nods, too. That kind of acclaim says a lot.
It really does. Speaks to the quality right there.
And viewers just flocked to it. That premiere, huge numbers for HBO.
Second biggest opening since 2010, I think I read. Like 4.7 million on day one.
Yeah, and then it just exploded. Nearly 40 million within 2 months.
Wow.
By May 23, they were averaging, almost 32 million viewers an episode?
Making it HBO's most watched debut season ever.
It just connected, didn't it? That story just resonated with so many people.
Clearly. It hit on these themes. Survival, loss, love. Felt very relevant. Okay, so let's talk about the heart of it all. Joel and Ellie.
Right. Joel. Pedro Pascal.
Yeah.
He's this middle-aged guy deeply scarred by his past. We see that right at the beginning, that trauma.
Defines him for years.
His life in the Boston quarantine zone, the QZ, is just about getting by, smuggling. Then, bam, he has to get Ellie out across the country.
What I loved about Pascal's performance was that vulnerability you mentioned earlier.
Yeah. The hearing loss, his knees aching.
Yeah.
It wasn't just some tough guy cliche. He felt fragile underneath.
Yeah, exactly. Which makes his connection with Ellie, that protectiveness that grows, feel so much more earned,
Absolutely. And then there's Ellie. Bella Ramsey.
Yeah.
Phenomenal.
So much fire in that performance. On the surface, she's defiant, angry maybe, a product of this world.
Totally.
Yeah.
But underneath, you feel this need for connection. For someone, anyone.
And she still has that spark, doesn't she? The puns.
Oh, the puns. Gotta love the puns. It's like her way of fighting the darkness.
It is. But the crucial thing, the reason for the whole journey, is her immunity.
Right. Immune to the cordyceps. She could be the key, the cure.
That potential, that weight on a 14-year-old's shoulders, it drives everything. The tension, the relationship with Joel.
For sure. But it wasn't just them. Season 1 had some amazing guest stars, even in smaller roles.
Oh, absolutely. Each one adding a crucial piece to the puzzle, shaping Joel and Ellie's path.
Like Nico Parker as Sarah, Joel's daughter.
Ugh, that opening.
So impactful. Her fate basically fuels Joel for the next 20 years. It's the bedrock of his character.
Sets everything in motion. And then, remember that cold open? John Hannah as Dr. Newman.
Oh yeah, the epidemiologist from 1968, warning about fungal threats. Chilling.
Talk about foreshadowing. It grounded the whole premise, made it feel terrifyingly plausible.
It really did. And Merle Dandridge as Marlene, leader of the Fireflies.
And she actually played Marlene in the games, too.
Right. That was such a cool connection for game fans. A real bridge between the two.
Definitely. Then there's Anna Torv as Tess, Joel's partner in Boston.
Tough. Really tough. Command presence. Her protecting Ellie early on was so important.
Her sacrifice in episode 2, wow, that forces Joel's hand, doesn't it? Makes him commit.
Totally. Shows how dangerous everything is. And Gabriel Luna as Tommy, Joel's brother.
The idealist.
Yeah.
Living in that commune in Jackson offers Joel this glimpse of, like, a different way, maybe hope.
A contrast to Joel's cynicism. Later on, they run into Lamar Johnson as Henry.
Right, in Kansas City, hiding out, trying to protect his little brother Sam.
And Kansas City also gives us Melanie Linsky as Kathleen.
She was fantastic. Seemed kind of sweet, but then ruthless. Leader of that revolutionary group.
That quiet intensity, masking this, like, fierce determination.
Her character showed how power shifts in this new world. It's not just infected, it's human conflict, too. Her whole hunt for Henry.
Made it personal. And Henry's brother, Sam, Kevon Montreal Woodard, just heartbreaking.
So good. Deaf communicates with his drawings, and he's sick too, leukemia.
Their story arc.
God.
One of the toughest parts of the season. Shows how fragile innocence is.
Definitely. Reminds you what's been lost, what Joel and Ellie are sort of fighting for, maybe without even realizing it.
Then episode 3, Bill and Frank, Nick Offerman and Murray Bartlett.
Ah, yes. Iconic. Bill, the Paranade survivalist, Frank bringing the warmth. That episode was something else.
A masterpiece, really. Finding love, building a life against all odds, so moving.
Long, long time. Standalone almost, but it added so much depth. Showed connection could still exist.
Totally expanded the world. And Storm Reed as Riley, Ellie's friend from the past.
Crucial flashback. Understanding Ellie's history, her first big loss, and maybe even how she became immune.
That Left Behind episode explains so much about her, that bite she got with Riley.
Yeah, and then you think about her mom being bitten during childbirth. It paints a picture, even if it's not explicitly stated.
Later, there's Scott Shepard as David, the preacher.
Starts off seeming okay, leading that struggling community.
Yeah, but then, turns out to be this manipulative, cannibalistic
Monster.
A really dark turn. Shows how bad things can get, how far people can fall, the threat from other survivors.
Sometimes worse than the infected. And finally, Ashley Johnson as Anna, Ellie's mom. In that flashback in the finale, such a great nod, since she was Ellie in the games.
Yeah, voicing her. Full circle moment for the fans. It's all these stories woven together that make it so rich.
Agreed. Okay, should we walk through the episodes? Just hit the key beats?
Yeah, good idea. Refresh the main plot points, character moments, stuff that'll matter for season 2.
All right. Episode 1, When You're Lost in the Darkness, sets it all up. Outbreak in 03, Sarah's death, devastating.
And jumps 20 years. Joel and the Boston QZ, Grim meets Ellie, their escape.
And that ending, the reveal she's immune when the soldier scans her, boom.
Instantly hooks you. Episode 2, Infected. We get that flashback to Jakarta, see how it started globally.
Chilling. Back in the present, the journey to the State House. First encounter with clickers. Terrifying.
And Ellie gets bitten again. Should be game over.
But isn't. Then Tess realizes she's infected. Her sacrifice.
Buys them time and confirms Ellie's immunity for Joel. No doubt left.
Yeah, Tess's death is huge. Makes Joel step up. Then, episode 3, long time, Bill and Frank.
The Detour. Such a beautiful self-contained story. Their love, their life together, their end.
That letter Bill leaves for Joel, powerful stuff about finding something to protect.
And they get the truck. Essential for the journey ahead. Such an emotional gut punch, that episode.
Totally. Episode 4, Please Hold to My Hand. They're driving, hit Missouri, get ambushed in Kansas City.
Intense. And Ellie saves Joel. First time we really see her step up like that.
Shows her resourcefulness.
Yeah.
And we meet Kathleen, hunting for Henry. Ends on that cliffhanger where they meet Henry and Sam.
Right into episode 5. Endure and survive. The uneasy alliance, Henry's backstory, the moral gray areas.
Trying to escape through the tunnels, that sniper sequence.
Almost fighting. And then the horde comes out, the bloater, the child clicker.
It's just chaos. Kathleen gets killed. And then the tragedy with Sam finding out he's infected.
And Henry. Oh, man. That ending is just brutal. So much loss. So fast.
A relentless episode underscores the danger from everywhere. Okay, episode 6, Kin. Big time jump, 3 months.
They make it to Jackson. Tommy's community. A moment to breathe, almost.
Feels safe, stable. Ellie learns about Sarah. Joel's really struggling, thinking of leaving Ellie with Tommy.
Yeah, that internal conflict. Fear of failing her, like he feels he failed Sarah. But he recommits.
Decides he has to see it through. They head for the university in Colorado looking for fireflies.
And bam, attack.
Mm-hmm.
Joel gets badly injured, impaled.
Critical moment. Now Ellie has to be the protector. Roles reversed.
Which leads straight into episode 7, Left Behind, the flashback episode.
Yeah, Ellie and Riley, their last night at the mall. Fun, sweet, then tragic.
The kiss, the reveal Riley's leaving, then the infected attack. Both bitten.
Their decision to just wait it out together,
Yeah.
heartbreaking, gives so much depth to Ellie.
And it's cut with the present, Ellie desperately trying to save Joel, finding supplies.
Essential context for her character.
Oh, indeed.
Then, episode 8, When We Are in Need. Ellie hunting for Joel.
Meets David. Trades the deer for penicillin. Seems okay at first.
Then, the reveal. Cannibals. David's true nature. So disturbing.
Joel wakes up, tortures guys to find Ellie. Meanwhile, Ellie's trapped, fighting David.
That final confrontation in the burning steakhouse. Ellie's fury. Her survival instinct.
It's brutal. Shows what she's capable of, what the world has forced her to become.
Definitely her darkest moment, facing pure human evil. And then the finale, episode 9, Look for the Light.
Starts with that flashback. Ellie's birth, Anna getting bitten, Marlene's promise.
Sets up the stakes beautifully. In the present, Joel and Ellie finally reach the Fireflies in Salt Lake City.
The end of the line. Or so they think. Then Marlene drops the bombshell.
The cure requires Ellie's death. There's no way to remove the cordyceps without killing the host.
Joel just snaps. He can't lose another daughter figure. Goes on a rampage through the hospital.
Kills everyone in his way. Rescues an unconscious Ellie. Kills Marlene.
And then lies to Ellie. Tells her the Fireflies found others like her, couldn't make a cure, stop trying.
That final scene, Ellie makes him swear it's true. He does. And she just says, okay.
Chills. So much ambiguity. So many questions about what Joel did, why he did it.
Driven by love, by trauma. But the cost. Monumental implications. That's going to hang heavy over season 2.
No doubt. It really wraps up all those themes we talked about. Survival, love, loss, morality.
Yeah, the lengths people go to, the bonds they form, the impossible choices in a broken world.
So thinking about that whole journey again.
Hmm.
Strangers to this intense father-daughter dynamic, facing all that horror, and ending with Joel's lie and Ellie's uncertain. Okay.
Yeah.
What kind of challenges does that set up? I mean, how do they even move forward from that? What's next for them in season 2, considering where season 1 left them?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? That lie is a ticking time bomb, potentially. How does their relationship evolve with that hanging over them?
And how does Ellie process everything she went through, especially that last bit with David and now this uncertainty about the cure?
Exactly. It forces you to think about the consequences. Joel saved her life, but did he doom humanity? Did he damage their bond forever? So much to explore.
It really makes you reflect on their choices, the impact of everything. Okay, well, hopefully this deep dive has refreshed everyone on the core of season 1.
Yeah, again, you primed and ready.
Because The Last of Us season 2 lands April 13th, 2025. And after revisiting all this, I think we're all going to need to be ready.
For sure, it's going to be intense.